It's my feel-good breakfast show.
To the show. Now look, if you're looking to set your style or fashion compass, then I think you can never go wrong by looking at what Beyonce is doing. In fact, when she stepped out wearing a proudly African label, Kisua, our fashion director's radar beeped and zoned in on one of Africa's hottest fashion sites. Take a look.
Ever since Burberry used traditional African print for their Spring 12 collection, the motherland has found herself in the global spotlight. Now, with an entire continent of designers toiling for recognition, the stakes have never been higher to keep up with the world's desires.
Visiting their Josie pop-up shop, Alexis met with CEO of Kisua.com, Samuel Mensah, to answer some relevant questions about African fashion.
Sam, why do you think the African fashion industry is so dynamic?
I think Africa is offering the world a fresh perspective on style. Africa is blessed with a variety of cultures and traditions and languages, and all those cultures produce very exciting fabrics, very exciting textures, very exciting silhouettes that, when presented in a contemporary way, are actually very, very relevant in today's modern fashion world.
And when did you decide to answer the global demand for this local product?
So it was quite by accident. In my previous job in finance, I traveled a lot across the African continent. And I would, from time to time, buy gifts for my friends. And then other friends and family would see what I had bought for someone. And hey, next time you go to Lagos, here's 1,000 Rand. Can you bring me the same dress or the same top? And really, that's how it started. So after turning down money for a while from people wanting me to shop for them, I decided to take a look at this space and figure out, how we could really take collaborations with designers from different parts of the African continent, put the business behind it so we can take it and deliver it internationally, which is what we do now.
You've had some big celebrities, some global celebrities wearing Kisua. What do you think African design has to offer a fashion-forward international customer that they can't get overseas?
We are blessed in Africa with different cultures. Each culture have their own type of dressing, and each type of dressing has its story, different types of fabrics, different types of techniques for weaving those fabrics, different types of prints. So we have so much content to share with the world that is still being discovered. And that is why, celebrities like Beyonce, who has worn Kisua, they've all gravitated towards African fashion because it offers something that is slightly different to what you would get from a normal international brand or retailer.
And how do you source and curate those luxury pieces from across our diverse continent?
We have a network of stylists and designers. There's something unique about their style or their approach, something interesting about their perspective on fashion. And we collaborate with these designers. We've done capsule collections with 10 designers from different parts of Africa, from countries like Ghana and Kenya and the DRC and Nigeria. The feedback we have has been very encouraging. We get people ordering from India and Australia and Germany and the United States. So it's very interesting to see how people are responding to this platform.
Africa is very on trend right now, but do you think we have what it takes to be internationally desirable long term?
The African story is really very much at its infancy. Don't forget, we have 1 billion people on the continent. We have 54 countries, each with multiple cultures, and the creative talent that you find on the continent is quite deep. So I think it's going to be a while before we run out of ideas and creative material to offer the world.
African fashion has really evolved in a short space of time. How do you see it growing further over the next 10 years?
I think that over the next 10 years, African fashion is going to move from being a cottage industry, which it pretty much is for the most part today. You have to go and buy some fabric, take it to a tailor, go and get it made for you. And the convenience factor currently is very low. I think over time, African fashion will grow. It will become more professional. It will become more of an industry with international brands and international superstars promoting and working with African designers and wearing African clothes. I think that will also increase the global appeal in the market for African fashion.
Having found the sweet spot between cultural diversity and global trend, Kisua's success proves that Africa is ready for the world.